Today's episode of The Walk Show is brought to you in part by Jam Spots. Established in 1989, that's over 30 years, Jam Spots has provided safe and accessible spaces for musicians to create and collaborate. They have hourly, weekly, and monthly rentals to suit your needs. And here's the thing, these rooms rent out at artist-friendly rates. Cause let's face it, we can't all be John Bon Jovi. The best part about Jam Spots is its rich history in the Guelph music scene. It truly is a big part of the local scene and even has a music community within itself. And I should know, almost every band I've ever been a part of has had a room with Jam Spots. That's a ton of rehearsals, photo shoots, and even a music video we shot there with A Rise and Ruin. If you're looking for a space within our music community, check out jamspots.com. That's JAMSPOTS.com. Jam Spots. Make some noise! Howdy, folks. Welcome to The Walk Show. Podcasting on all the major platforms. Thank you for listening. You can also support the show on Facebook and Instagram. Lots going on right now. I recorded guitars and bass for the second single of my solo project Reciprolog this weekend. And Sam Pattison is handling the audio duties and co-production for this one, so obviously I am stoked about that. Sam is a killer audio engineer, and most notably he plays guitar in Mandroid Echo Star, who are back, by the way. As I'm putting this episode out, I'm actually recording my next episode, then immediately heading to Jam Spots for a 5 to 6 hour rehearsal with Milky Whites and the Bluesmen in preparation for a tour I'm going on with them in mid-August. So no rest for the wicked. That being said, if you need a cover band or a session drummer for your own project, please hit me up at thewalkshow@gmail.com. I reached out to you on Facebook and Instagram to ask you what was the most fun you've had since things opened up. And here's what you had to say.
Now it's time to check that mail. I'm gonna check that mail good. Yeah, check that mail.
Only one answer today, and it comes from Will Noseworthy. What's up, buddy? Will says, the heat is in fact beating me. Yeah, I hear that, dude. We're lucky enough to have central air at home, but I've been embracing the heat this year, and I've been out a lot since things opened up. And you know what? It's good to get a sweat on. That being said, stay safe, everybody. As always, thank you so much for your participation. If you aren't writing in and you want to get in on the action, when you see an episode question pop up on Facebook and Instagram, leave your answer in the comments section or send your answers to thewalkshow@gmail.com. On that note, let's do today's double feature preacher.
The Double Feature Preacher is brought to you by Cabin Coffee.
Woo, that is a tasty f***ing brew.
And by The Walk Show.
Today's music feature is Red Flags by CJ Cooper. CJ hails from right here in Guelph, Ontario. Red Flags brings strong hooks to the forefront and showcases CJ's awesome vocal ability. This track was also masterfully produced. Thanks to CJ for reaching out and sending me this track. It's been an absolute treat to listen to, and I'm once again so proud of the talent our city has to offer. You can support CJ Cooper by checking out cjcoopermusic.com and be sure to give her a follow on the socials. Today's Cabin Coffee feature is their San Jose Natural. This is a light roast all the way from El Salvador. The San Jose Natural has notes of blueberry, pomegranate, sage, and rum. And I definitely noticed the blueberry. It's delicious. If you're in the Guelph area today, you should pop in and grab one of their top-notch beverages. Cabin Coffee is located at 1467 Gordon Street in Guelph. Check out what they're up to at www.cabin.coffee. Give them a follow on the socials, and if you want to help out the walk show, please let them know that I sent ya.
Stick around to the end of the podcast to hear the full song from today's double feature preacher artist.
For this episode, I had a conversation with Graham Timmings and Ron Hanlon of the Amber Room. And shout out to Yuri Kolesso for bringing this band to my attention. Shortly after we booked this conversation, I happened to meet them at Jam Spots, and they just so happened to be my neighbors there. Small world. Anyway, we had a great chat, and I hope you dig it. So let's get into it. And we're rolling. Turning our phones off, and here with Graham Timmings and Ron Hanlon from the Amber Room.
How's it going?
How's she going,
Hey, guys. Yeah, we were talking. These guys have fantastic radio voices, so we just thought we'd throw a wrench in the works right off the hop. How you guys doing today, man?
You're on the walk show.
There you go.
with GT and Ron.
Oh, shucks.
Hi. So everything's good.
Yeah.
man.
We just opened for Buck Cherry recently. That went really successful. It was a blast.
It sucks.
Fuck yeah, you did.
I had a great time with that one. That was one of the biggest shows I've ever played.
Yep, same here.
Yeah, that was a killer fucking show, man. And yeah, I definitely want to get into that. Yeah, and you know what? Actually, you led me right to my next question. So you're making my life easy already. First of all, I got to make funny voices, which is always cool. And you're rolling me right into my next question. So, great set, first off.
Thank you.
And what was it like to play that show from your perspectives?
Oh, man. Honestly, it was pretty mind-blowing for me on my end, especially going into the crowd with the wireless patch. I got footage of it, too, from my buddy, and he had no idea, and he was just mind-blown when I poked him on the shoulder next to him.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught that, Derek, when Ron walked down the stairs into the crowd with
definitely
his guitar. Because I was on stage and I could not find this guy for like a whole song, and I was like, where the hell did the guitars go?
Yeah, that was definitely something else.
Yeah, it was awesome, man.
I heard
that show was wicked.
The security apparently wasn't too thrilled with that, but
Really?
yeah, no, I forget who it was. Actually, one of the members of Taken Balfour. Shout out to those guys, by the way. They kick ass.
Yep.
Yeah, no, they told me the security guy was just flipping out, saying, he's like, well, if he gets attacked, I can't protect him, blah, 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 and all this stuff.
Thinks this guy's Ozzy Osbourne or something.
Fucking
Yeah, right? Like,
on the mean streets of Guelph, Ontario,
Yeah,
man.
right?
hey, I did hear somebody got dismembered on 90 Cardin, so
Yeah,
apparently it can get pretty intense
Guelph's
here.
getting to be nasty.
Yeah, I heard about that too, actually. Fuck me, man.
But yeah, no, there's no one in that crowd that would have done that. Like, it was just, everybody was there having a great time, supporting all the local bands, on top of Buck Cherry, obviously. But
Definitely the highlight, like the show highlight, I think, of our career so far, for
Yeah.
sure. You know, it was, I call it my 15 minutes of fame already, actually. But some people say you had a 25-minute set, so that was 25 minutes of fame, G.
Yeah, dude. Well, you guys definitely looked like you were supposed to be there. And, especially when you walked out into the crowd, man, I was just like, okay, so these guys are oozing with confidence, which is fucking great.
yeah.
Like, from a showgoer's perspective, because I know how it is playing a bigger stage or a bigger show. Like, sometimes you're shitting your pants.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
But you can't let anybody know, right?
No.
Now you got to put on the hard face.
No, if you mess up, just turn that up a little bit louder and keep going, man. Like, I'm serious.
Crank her to 11.
Yeah.
I think so much of it, just being a musician, it's not, don't fuck up, because everyone's going to.
Yeah.
It's how you recover from that fuck up and how seamless it is, right?
Yeah, that's so true, actually.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, oh man, Oh no, now I feel like I'm chasing a dragon. I need to get on a bigger stage.
Yeah, well, like all of us actually, for sure.
I need that high, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to playing like 5-person shows, and we're gonna be like, damn it.
Well, we ended up playing another show the day.
2
one day
days.
after.
Yeah.
One day after that following Thursday for my birthday at Royal Distributing. And as much as it went good, I was so beat.
Oh, we all were.
So beat.
The sound was just kind of going wrong. Big shout out to Yuri and Ryan Major too, for sure, for that stuff. And bike night's always fun.
And Dom from Royal Distributing.
Yeah, and Dom from
shout
Royal.
out to him.
But we were worn out, man, and it showed, and it was
Yeah, no, it was intense, but it's still a good time. Like obviously, we love playing, we love killing the stage, whatever stage it is. I'll play a little kid's birthday party.
He always says that.
Yeah.
I'll melt faces anywhere.
I'll melt ice cream.
Yeah,
There you go.
don't bring ice cream cake.
Don't bring that shit around me, man. That's awesome, dude. So you guys played the day after. That's
One day after. It was the following Thursday.
2 days. We played Buck Cherry the Tuesday, and then we did
Yeah.
Royal Distribute on the Thursday.
okay.
Yeah.
But even
Just
still,
to
like when you
clarify.
factor in like loading, unloading, and up the stairs at Jam Spots.
Yeah.
Shout out to Robert Leader.
Yeah. Big shout out to you, buddy.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's exhausting.
it takes a toll.
It was my birthday. I barely carried anything.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, it's true. He tried to get out of it. I was kind of giving him the gears.
Yeah, no, I definitely got it, and I was getting my friends to help. I'm like, it's my birthday, go do it.
Yeah.
But I was exhausted after playing that show. Like, I was already exhausted to begin with. I like slept in. I didn't even show up on time to help these guys load up.
Which is okay, but that's fine. I mean, I pulled a weight.
Yeah, no, Graham definitely killed that in, Ryan.
Well, there's definitely days where you got to kind of lean on each other with that shit. I mean, especially like with tour or like shows that are close together like that. Same shit, right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's, man. And I know for me, like I played a party in Fergus, a private party on Saturday. And it was one of those things where we had to bring the PA. Like they literally had a spot for us to play and a couple outlets. And here you go. So when it came to lighting, PA, all that shit, we brought everything. And because it's my PA, I fucking brought everything.
Right.
So,
Yep.
I met Jeremy loading the gear out. Jeremy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I met him loading the gear out, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm heading to Fergus for the private party." And I was like, "No way!" I was like, "Tell Derek I say hi, man."
Cool, man. Yeah, I
Great
was
guy.
wondering if it was Jeremy or Chad that you met, but yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy, I think it was. Yeah.
Cool.
He's a great guy, man. Great guy.
Yeah, he's a solid dude, man, and a killer guitar player. But yeah, I don't know. This isn't about me. This is about you guys. Let's talk about you guys.
I know, but I wanted to ask you how it went, man. I should have did that when we first met here.
No, it's totally an exchange, and it's supposed to be. But I don't know. I guess all I was getting at was the whole, the gear thing, man. Like fucking played the show Saturday, and then Sunday practice for 9 hours with two different bands.
Oh, man.
And I'm still fucking sore. So anyway, I'm just saying I can totally relate to fucking loading gear and playing shows. It's amazing. And I don't mean to bitch, especially after like a 2.5 year hiatus for everybody. But
Yeah.
god damn it, getting old and it's sore in this bitch. sometimes.
100%.
It is.
Well, man, like the Buck Cherry Week and then the Royal Distributing show. So we did all that stuff. And then I actually had to move on the Friday. So,
Oh man,
dude, my week, I was just like, someone give me a gun. I know that's really bad to say, but I have had it, man.
man,
Done moving stuff.
I want to end it, but I'm too much of a coward.
Actually.
that gun's real fucking heavy.
Yeah, no, with that whole thing too, like our very first debut show we ever did, we fronted our own money to get the hall at Red Chev. Luckily, we have our own PA system, and I'm in another band as well called Near Myth, and we ended up borrowing the PA system from that as well.
Thank God.
Rented all the lights and loaded that up, played that show, murdered it, and then the next day we're all just rough as all hell because we ended up, getting into her after. And then Sunday, it was a terrible time, but then we ended up getting into her again while loading up. And
But it was
a lot of work though.
Just a full weekend of
Yeah.
just like, because we were organizing the whole show. Lover actually opened up. Shout out to Lover.
nice.
Shout out to Lover.
But yeah, like we did everything for all the other bands, right? So it was a lot lot, man. A lot. Like, you know, I was like, I don't know, we need some more free sound guys, you know, with free equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's rough, man, and it's and adding in, you know, getting into her.
Oh yeah.
That's
Being hungover the next day, I do not want to go back.
Yeah, fuck, man. I mean, that's the thing, and this is a sign, I think, of how old I'm getting. Is that like I don't even drink anymore, and I'm still like rough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like-
Oh, I hear you, man.
God
Like
damn.
you don't get enough sleep now. Like we're in our 30s. Like I don't know about you, Derek, but yeah, you don't get enough sleep now. You're just like, man, did I drink last night? No, I haven't had a drink for like weeks. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, dude,
Everything
I know,
hurts.
man.
Yeah, it hurts.
Everything hurts.
Like I'm gonna be 40 on the 26th.
Oh, okay, yep.
So 2 days after this drops, we're always kind of in our time machine when we're recording these episodes.
Yep.
But, you know, we'll just pretend that it's Sunday at July 24th.
Perfect.
Did you get to talk to any of the Buck Cherry dudes?
Oh yeah, I got to meet 2 of them.
I met the one guitarist. I don't know his name, but then I met Stevie, the other guitarist, and we just had a short convo. He was pretty cool, though. The other guy was nice, so we got
Yeah.
a photo with him.
I got to meet the vocalist, and I got to meet Stevie with him. We got a picture.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, they were pretty humble, but really private. It seemed like. But,
Yeah, it's very private. I think we kind of missed our shot too because we were all like, mingling at the merch tables and stuff, and they were actually all out back, like lingering with people and doing photos and stuff. And then Ron and I kind of went back at the very end when like everybody was leaving, and we just kind of caught the tail end of that little thing there. So, but
Yeah.
I mean, it was still sweet enough to just share the stage with them, right?
Yeah,
So
I was running the merch table basically right after our set. I would just sneak in, catch a couple songs from all the bands, which were all fantastic. Rubicon was amazing.
yeah, Rubicon was awesome.
Taking Balfour killed it too, and
They crushed it.
Obviously, Buck Cherry just murdered the stage as always.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, it was nice meeting them. Like, I got a little starstruck at first when we first arrived. Stevie was running in, and I was just like, "Hey, man, I'm from the opener, the Amber Room." Hey, just walked right inside. I was like, "All right, I'll catch you later, bud."
I talked to his guitar tech more than I talked to him.
Guy was soldering guitars on the side stage,
Like in the pitch black, he's just like soldering pots and pickups like back into his guitar, and I'm just like, "What are you doing?" His name was James, great guy, and he's just like, "Oh man, he's just got his phone light out in one hand and he's got the solder gun in the other," and I'm just like, "Pretty skilled at your job, eh?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I do this every night," and I'm like, "Every night you're soldering pots?" So I was like, "What's
gonna
wrong with
say,
these
what-
guitars?"
Yeah, exactly.
What are they doing to these
What are
guitars?
they doing to this
But
equipment, man?
You know what he meant.
Yeah.
Right?
That's cool, man. So, I mean, you know, they weren't like the friendliest dudes on the planet, but they didn't big league you.
No,
No.
yeah, they definitely.
That's cool.
Like I said, they were humble but private is
think-
what I would put it.
Yeah, I think they're just used to getting like swarmed too much, right? Like,
Yeah. Oh, for sure, man.
I mean, I guess it's the price you pay though for fame, I guess, right? But
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think concert theater is a bit different. I think if it were a venue with a green room,
Yeah.
Oh,
then
yeah.
you might have been able to chill a little more.
Yeah.
But I find with that particular venue, bands like headliners don't know where the fuck to be.
they
Yeah,
don't.
They
yeah.
stay on the bus.
They're like, oh, let's go to the green room, and it just like brings them out into the alley. It's like right out of
Yeah.
Spinal Tap or something.
Yeah, they don't want to like stand in the back and just get swarmed by fans. Like a green room's kind of safe, right? You know,
Yeah.
like, but yeah, if you're just walking out the back door, it's like, and a couple of the guys on their crew told me there are some weird super fans that do follow them around constantly, and they're like, it is kind of weird seeing those same people, and you never know, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You know, you got to be safe.
Yeah.
That's why security's there, though.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. It's
They
just
don't like me anymore.
they can fuck off, dude. I thought that was cool as hell, man, watching you walk out like that. Like, to me, that's like, that was a guitar player playing with fucking authority, man. And that's,
Which was awesome. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's rock and roll, man.
Doesn't help. I'm going through a Pantera phase.
Actually, I did want to talk to you guys about that because Graham and I, when we were setting this up, we were talking about the quote unquote reunion. Are you guys both Pantera guys?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 And how do you feel about the? Well, I'm just gonna call it a reunion, whatever it is. How do you feel about that?
I think it's pretty sick, actually. I mean, I don't know if you could pick a better guitarist to fill in for Dime. You can't pick a guitarist to fill in for Dime. We all know that.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
just. I mean, it was either going to be Zach Wilde or I would have picked like Nita Strauss or something, to be honest. But
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
Nita's going with Demi Lovato, and that's kind of fucked. So.
Yeah, no, I'm on the fence with that whole situation, but I'm fucking going regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, if they come around, I got to see Zach Wilde. I haven't yet, and Phil.
Yeah.
I've seen Phil once with Down, Heaven and Hell tour or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Either way,
yeah.
but yeah, would love to see him again. And I know there's going to be huge memorial things for Vinny and Dimebag, so it's just going to be fantastic. I think.
And then like Benanti, is that how you pronounce it? Benanti?
I think so,
Is it?
yeah.
I've been like going through the ringer on
Anthrax
this
guy.
But dude, like Anthrax is not my favorite band by no means. But dude, this guy is such a solid drummer, man. He knows this scene. He knows this world. They're gonna nail it to the wall. You know what
exactly.
I mean? Like
a lot of people are definitely saying that Phil's just broke, and that's why he's doing this. And give me a break. That guy's been touring the whole time.
Yeah.
That's like one of the reasons why Pantera stopped, is because like he took a hiatus and started
it's
down.
true.
So
Well, and then when
Yeah.
Vinny passed, he did say there will never be a Pantera reunion. But then, lo and behold, 2022, here we go, right? Well, for 2023, but still,
Yeah.
Right?
if the Stones can keep going,
Well, I just, yeah.
It's so right.
I mean,
It's so true.
never say never and always, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's one of those things, man. Because yeah, like I mean, I got to see Pantera on the Reinventing the Steel tour.
oh god, that would have been fantastic.
And yeah, it was fucking awesome. But yeah, I mean, Pantera was one of my favorite bands coming up, man.
So reinventing
Like-
the Steel Tour, who did the guitar then? Like,
oh, that was Dime. It was
That was
that's one of their
Dimebag, yeah.
albums.
So it was their last album
Okay.
before they kind of
okay, yeah. When you
broke up.
said it, I didn't ask the year when you mentioned it, and then I was just like, was that like a fill-in too?
It was, so it would have been 2002, I think.
yeah,
so
2 or
it
3
was
for sure.
way
Something
back.
like that.
I mean,
Actually, no,
yeah.
203 is when Dimebag got shot, wasn't it?
I think so. So
I don't know.
I think it was 2002, I'm pretty sure. 2001, 2002.
It's just
2000.
like 20
within there.
years ago. It seems so long ago now. So when you say that, and like I'm just
High school,
like,
man.
yeah,
For me.
no, that's insane,
Just
man.
the
So you
end
got
of
to
it.
see original Pantera. Like that's just
Yeah.
epic.
Yeah, it was awesome, man. And I mean, you know, I understand why people would be, you know, upset. I don't understand why it would be seen as controversial or anything like that. I mean, the way I see it, like their replacements, you know, they knew Vinny and Dime. They knew the
Yes.
families like better than any fucking windbag on Facebook does.
They're probably
Yeah.
part of the family, honestly. Like,
Well,
yeah.
I'm
I
sure
was just
Phil
watching
and them look at it like that. Like, you
Yeah.
know, they're best friends.
I was just watching Behind the Music with Pantera on YouTube the other night, like a Saturday before I met up with you.
Yeah.
And like Zach Wilde was talking about the funeral and being there, and like he's like there was 14 bottles of Crown, like Van Halen put his guitar in there, and and he was just explaining how epic they were, and he went on tours with them and stuff with Black Label, and there you go.
Yeah, like I think if they treat it as like a tribute, then I think it'll be respectful. And honestly, again, like who the fuck am I? Like one way or the other. It's like if people are like boycotting it on Facebook or like, it's not gonna stop them.
Yeah.
They're still gonna go fucking do it.
No, that's it, man. Like,
Knowing
all
they're
of us,
doing it
who
out of
are
pure
we?
respect too for the deceased, like shut
Yeah.
your fucking mouth.
Dude, I
that's
love
it,
Vinnie Paul, man. He's
Yeah.
one of my favorite drummers
Absolutely.
ever. But you got to admit, I mean, I think it's Charlie Benante. I think that's how you say it.
I think it's
But
Benante.
Anthrax, dude, is a fantastic choice.
Seen them twice; they're amazing.
Yeah, well, he's got the groove, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
he can do the thrash thing. Right? And it's-
100%, man. Yep.
I think it's a fantastic choice.
I concur.
I concur, doctor.
Anyway, out there in listener land, send your hate mail to thewalkshow@gmail.com. And yeah, we're gonna move on. I just wanted to get that one out of the way, man.
Let us know what you think about Pantera, and if you hate this reunion, then go fuck yourself.
Back to the show.
Delete that.
Cut that. Yeah, dude. So the thing I will say about going back to Buck Cherry, I think they were really, really good live. I'm not the biggest Buck Cherry fan on the planet. I think they did what they did really, really well.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, I think, you guys in Taking Balfour, I enjoyed personally more than the touring package.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of the same.
I mean, in Rubicon's defense, I did talk to them a lot that night. They were
Yeah.
missing one of their guitars, and
Yeah.
one of the guitarists actually played. They were missing their bass player, and one of the guitarists actually played the bass for
Yeah.
them that night. So they kind of last minute did that. But thanks for saying that anyway.
Oh, dude,
I
no.
appreciate
Oh,
it.
they did a really good job for dealing with what they did. But yeah, no, on what you were saying, I definitely heard it from multiple people. Don't hate us, Buck Cherry. We love you, or whatever. But
Well, I don't know. It's a style thing for me. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I'm not. All due respect to that touring package. I think what they did really, really well. And I did know that one of the guitar players wasn't playing with. It was Rubicon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I wondered what was going on when the guy set up and he had like the guitar bass rig kind of set up together.
Yeah. You're like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, because one of like my favorite songs by them, I think it's "Blood on My Hands." I'm pretty sure. Don't take my word for that. But yeah, they're like, we can't even play it, man, because like we're missing the guy. And I was just like, what? I was like, go back to the States, boys. No, I'm kidding.
also, big shout out to the Diamond Mine Agency for putting
Yes.
us on that show, and hopefully more in the future. Respect to you guys.
Yeah, they did good, man. They were awesome. The guys from Rubicon, though, man, probably some of the nicest dudes I ever met.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they gave me more free merch than I think anybody ever has in my life.
Yeah, they
like
really
signed a
gave-
record for me, gave it to me.
Yeah, I got a vinyl from them and everything.
Yeah, gave me
too.
a CD. They gave me 2 T-shirts. They gave my brother a T-shirt. Like they gave this guy a T-shirt. Didn't they?
I didn't get a shirt
Oh,
from them,
okay.
but I got the vinyl. They were like, shirt, vinyl? I'm like, because I was at the other merch table too, so I was like, shirt? I like threw one at them.
Yeah, we were just like trading merch left, right, and center.
Yeah.
Take this, I'll take that.
No, they were really humble. More humble than Buck Cherry.
Well, that's cool, man. I mean, it's, it sounds like it was a good night had by all. I certainly had a good time, but it's, when you go to a show, you don't really get to know all the ins and outs. And
No.
I want to know, what it was like from your perspective. And
Oh, man. Like,
all that
honestly,
stuff.
the biggest thing for me was the crowd response, man. Like, I have a video on my phone of my best friend took it on the side stage of, like, me just, like, doing the rah, and, like, he did the whole crowd. Holy crap. Like,
Yeah.
I was stunned by how many people came out to support us, and I love you all.
Me too.
Fuck yeah.
The
man.
sound guys too, man. Like these
Oh my God,
sound
yeah.
guys were just beauties. Like all 3 of those dudes, at
Yeah.
least that I was dealing with, like just totally joke with you, but like it is serious still. Make it sound great, but like just really solid dudes, like
Yeah.
working
no.
with us and not against us, and not like you're the opening act. Get out of here. No, they're like, let's do this. So
It was
that was
fantastic.
sick.
Honestly, like,
yeah.
could not believe it.
Did you have the front of house guy and a monitor guy as well?
Yeah.
Or was
Yep.
That's awesome,
Yep.
man.
Yeah, no, it was really professionally done. Like, shout out to Guelph Concert Theater. I don't
Yeah,
know how
for
many
sure.
shout outs I'm going to drop, but there's going to be quite a few.
And then the lights guy and the hazer, he's like, this is your lights and your hazer. Because I brought a fog machine with me, and not knowing that they got this massive hazer, like the size
Like
of
a
this table.
industrial one, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. He's like, what are you doing there? I was like, oh, I'm just going to put this fog machine here. And he's like, well, you can if it makes you feel good. But he's like, come check this out. And then he's like, dude, we're gonna smoke the shit out of you when you get up there. He's like, you should go down and tell Buddy that he should only do 75% because he's like, you won't even be able to see your guitar. And I'm like, okay. So I went down and I was like, yeah, 75% is probably good, man. Like,
Yeah, I know. And it was. It was. I wish I had one on my side too, so it like evened out. I was like running to the other side of the stage just to get in that life. Like,
So yeah, it's kind of funny. I mean, Jam Spots connections. So the guest on my last episode was Devin King, who was my roomie at Jam Spots. You guys are my neighbor at Jam Spots.
Yeah.
yep.
How long have you been in the building?
not even a year yet.
I really don't know exactly.
I don't even think it's been a year,
It's
but
probably been just over, I think. Ron.
Really?
Yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh
I'd
no,
have
but
to
it's
go
been
back.
a fucking adventure.
I
in
have to
there.
go back and see when the first e-transfer I sent to Robert Leader was.
Plug.
Follow the
James
trail
Spots.
of e-transfers, right?
We did like jam in. I had a place before, and we had like a basement studio in my house there, and we jammed there for at least a whole year, right, Ron? So that's why
Absolutely,
I'm thinking that Jam Space has been about a year, because we got to be just going on over 2 years as a band.
Well, it was right before. I know it's been like 2.5 or something.
Maybe 2.5.
But
now.
either way, like, yeah, no, because it was right before the dirty summer hit, and
Yeah.
we were getting smogged out in that room. It was, well, you probably know.
Oh, yeah. I don't
80
know.
fans
Yeah.
needed.
Oh yeah.
Well, and the pandemic just kind of skewed the whole time frame of everything,
Yeah.
man. Like, we started the band when the pandemic started, and like that just, we even had to take like a 3-4 month hiatus because we're just like all kind of scared shitless that this disease is gonna kill us in like 3 seconds. So we're not jamming, we're not practicing,
And put a damper on things for sure.
yeah, I was the most anal one in the band for sure, because we were jamming at my
100%.
house. I got like sanitizer set out. I got Lysol spray everywhere. These guys are like, GT's got off the rocker, and I'm like, yes, I have. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it was pretty intense.
That's the
Hazmat
thing,
suits.
Trying to protect everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
In my defense.
Well, and everybody had their reaction to it. And
Yeah.
for me, like, I mean, I wouldn't ever talk shit about, any way that anybody handled it because it was just so unprecedented. I mean,
Yeah.
certainly in my lifetime, I don't remember anything like this.
Oh, 100%, man. Like, nobody really does. Like, 1918, that was the Spanish flu pandemic, wasn't it? And, I mean, that's like our grandparents, Like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
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 It's like SARS. We had SARS, and what do? We
Mad
throw the
cow.
largest single day ticket or largest ticketed event.
Oh,
in
yeah,
history.
SARS Fest.
Single day largest ticketed event in history, and we throw that, and we got SARS going on, and I'm going like,
Yeah, our drummer went to SARS Fest,
what's
actually.
going on? I went.
Oh, yeah.
actually.
Yeah,
It was
you
my
did.
first concert, actually.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah, I think I was like 12 or 13 or something like that. Yeah, that was 2001, I do believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah, I
better than
believe
watching
so.
Timberlake get pummeled with bottles.
Yeah, he really got it, actually. It
Poor
was-
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's brutal. I don't know. I've definitely had, bottles tossed at me while I'm playing. And it's, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, man.
I've been
It
there
fucking
too,
sucks,
actually.
dude.
Our first show, our drummer had bras getting thrown at him.
Oh, that's all
That's
right.
different.
I know, like, talk about, like, ass backwards.
I heard Nita Strauss at like a Cooper show had a guy's dirty, sweaty pair of boxers.
I
whipped
read
out. Did
that.
you read that?
Yeah. Yeah, Jesus.
That's why
yeah,
she's
that's
not
gnarly,
touring.
dude.
That's
It's
why
like, it's only
she's not
cool if
touring.
girls do it, bud. Get over it.
Yeah, what are you doing, bud?
Yeah, there's nothing attractive about dudes gitch. Or,
Circle pit boxers? Like, that's gotta just be.
Just, big old sweaty gitch.
That's no good for anybody.
That's not gonna be good.
I don't care what your proclivity is, man. That's fucking gnarly.
Yeah, dude.
You're instantly kicked out of that show, bud.
So, how did you guys settle on the band name, and is there any kind of meaning behind it?
Oh, gee, that's all you.
Yeah, I guess that's all me. So like I approached these guys with this, and the Amber Room is a room that was built in the 1800s in, like, I do believe it's in Stalingrad, Russia, or just outside. I couldn't give you the exact location, but essentially it's a giant room. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, Derek, but I'll elaborate. So it's a huge room in the St. Catherine's Palace. You're gonna maybe not want to quote me on this, but the president or the king at the time of Russia had this commission, and it was built, and it's just this room that's totally full of amber stone pieces and like gold plating and everything, and it makes up like portraits of people. So the thing that I thought was cool about it is during World War II, when Hitler invaded Stalingrad, the Nazis systematically disassembled this room and stole it. This is probably the most expensive piece of artwork in history, they say. It's never been found to this day. Yeah. So, like I said, don't quote me on too many of those facts, but if you Google it, you will totally see what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I fell in love with the name right away after he explained it.
Yeah.
And we had a few different names too, and we just did a vote and turned out to be the Amber Room.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, I just thought it was a cool name, and it's got that meaning, and just the fact that it's got that enigmatic presence behind it, that it's never been found. It's like, where the hell is this room? Yeah, to this day too, like, they've built replicas of this room, and they actually, so it gets even more mysterious because people wonder sometimes if they actually did have the original Amber Room, but then they pretended to build a replica, but it's actually the original Amber Room. So to this day, if you go to Russia, I know Russia's kind of controversial right now, but if you go there, you can walk into the palace and you can see the room, but it's a replica of it, apparently.
Okay.
But it could be real too, so you know what I mean. Dun, dun, dun.
To be
Yeah, are they
discovered,
just
folks.
saying that it's yeah.
But yeah, it's a weird story, right? Like, it's just crazy how it was never found. Like, I've read so many stories, man, how it's at the bottom of some of these lakes in Austria. It's at the bottom of the ocean. Like, you know, it could be in some private collector's room that he built in his house. Like, who knows?
Yeah. No, it's the whole concept of it's what got me. So I voted yes.
I actually voted no, but
You got voted off the island, buddy. How would you describe your sound to anybody out there in listener land that has not heard you?
have you ever like taken a shit in a toilet? It's pretty much what it sounds like.
I don't know. With a lot of people, like we just bring our music to the table and just assemble it right then and there, kind of deal. Individually and then collectively, obviously. Like he'll bring a riff in, then I'll add on to it. Our bassist Jeff and drummer Chris, and then our amazing vocalist Ryan Winters. Hey, buddy, I hope you're having a good time in BC. Yeah, no, and it's all I don't know. Like almost every other song has a different genre, but if I had to sum it up, I would say it's like alternative hard rock for sure.
For sure, yeah.
But like I don't know, there's something on our album for everybody, and we're about to actually go in and re-record it soon too, so look out for that.
Sweet.
And, yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. I mean, I think you guys do a really good job of balancing that, you know, hook-oriented music with like a heavier genre or even subgenre.
We like to toss in the odd like prog or metal riff,
Yeah.
you know, but like also maybe no screaming. We're trying to kind of be mainstream, but not at all. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
We-
radio alt rock.
We want to be radio friendly with a little spice.
Yeah, we all used to be just, and like, don't get me wrong, we are still all metalheads, except for maybe Ryan. Sorry, Ryan.
Yeah.
But you know, it just gets to the point where you're like, okay, like, there's a huge metal community out there, sure, but maybe people aren't really, you know, going towards that as much as they are like actual mainstream alt rock, right? So that's kind of what we're doing, I think. Anyway, we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, like
We're just doing it.
we have like a pop rock song, and then we have like a Metallica sounding like song, and then like a Tool sounding like song, and then like some like 90s alternative grunge, like I don't know, it's all over the map, but it's all awesome at the same
Like
time.
I said, The Moment I Met You, our one song, The Moment I Met You, I posted that on like a Paul Reed Smith fan page, and this one guy's like, man, you guys are 100% a cross between Tool and Toad in the Wet Sprocket. I don't know if you ever heard of that band.
No.
So anyway, I hadn't either, but I listened to them, and great 90s band, by the way, and their singer sounds a lot like Ryan sounds a lot like this singer, and I was like, crazy analogy there, dude. I've never met before. Like,
You nailed it.
yeah, I thought so. I was like, whoa, that's kind of weird. But
The internet's good for that sometimes.
yes,
Absolutely.
sometimes, yeah.
So is it a conscious decision to kind of ride that line between something heavier and something, I don't want to say poppier, but more accessible?
Not really.
Well, like our vocalist doesn't like it getting too heavy sometimes, and we definitely
guess
love to get heavy sometimes, but like we have, like you said, we find the balance that makes everyone happy. Like all of us mutually agree with each song that's done.
Yeah.
And if someone's not happy with something, then we'll do whatever to make the other person happy, so we're all getting along and not
that's
killing
it.
each other.
Yeah, we've all been in like, I think I counted the other day, I've been in like 7 bands before this one, and it's always been really hard to get along with the guys, and these guys, it just seems to work out.
Yeah.
Like, we're definitely not set on like making like full, I don't know, mainstream music or a certain kind of music or the other, but we do want people to like gravitate towards it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
we want them. We want to give them
absolutely.
that shiver. You know what I mean? Like, you need to be able to feel that, and I think that's what good music does to people.
If I
You
could
get
see
that-
someone tearing up listening to one of our songs, or or raging out happy or like circle pitting. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Any reaction's a good reaction except for fuck these guys.
Yeah.
And we get that too. Don't worry. We do.
Absolutely.
Like, we're not, like just
Absolutely.
like everybody. You can't please everybody, and you need to understand that. You know. What I mean?
Exactly. We're not here to please like any press is good press, right?
And we know that from being in metal bands before. You know this, Derek. Metal, to some people, it's such a limited genre, but then I feel like with our friend group, it's not at all. It's just like the only thing we talk about. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I do want to touch on, what you'd said about just seeing somebody tear up to your music or just enjoy it. It's, I don't even know if it's just original music. Like, even playing covers since post-pandemic, like just seeing people dance or seeing people fucking happy and enjoying each other's company again.
100%.
And this is my super hippy dippy moment, so I apologize, but
that's all good.
It's just it's a beautiful thing to watch people enjoy each other's company again after all of these lockdowns and all of this shit that we've all been through.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the Red Chev show when we did that, like we packed that place. I think we over capacitated it.
Yeah,
and,
we did,
just
for sure.
seeing everybody, giant smiles on their face and people dancing like Lover. I danced with my mom. My mom literally pulled me on the dance floor. I had that moment, and then when I was playing and the two bands I played with there, just looking out and seeing everybody just ecstatic seeing live music again.
That's what it was. Like, people were
like
there
the vibe in there was just thick.
People
with
are
happiness.
there for the bands, but I think like more so that factor of just holy shit, I can go out my door again and have a pint and watch somebody play live
music.
Like,
yeah,
so badass, and I think that's why it turned out so well, that show.
Amazing.
Like, I mean, we are amazing. It probably would have sold out anyway. But,
Oh man.
Is that Red Chev or Air Canada Center? I don't know.
One day, maybe, hopefully, please.
Please, whoever's listening.
Yeah, what I should do at this point is take the quick commercial break, show some love to the sponsors, but we will be right back right after this. Today's episode of The Walk Show is brought to you in part by musicvids.ca, owned and operated by friend of the show and one of the most talented dudes I know, Mr. Matt Connell. Matt has been providing audiovisual services to artists and musicians for years. He's shot music videos for a ton of artists, including Danielle Todd, Enter the Haggis, Patrick Ballantine, and his brilliantly talented wife, Amber McLean. If you're an Amber fan like I am, you might notice her track Run Rabbit in the background. This track is from her album Me, which was recorded and co-produced by, you guessed it, Matt Connell. Check out musicvids.ca to see what they're all about, and be sure to give them a follow on the socials. Oh, and let them know The Walk Show sent you to receive a 15% discount.
Should I make about you needing space? More look like you are hiding face in that hole.
Hey, business owners, wouldn't it be cool if I was taking this time to talk about your product or service? I've enjoyed building relationships with some very cool companies since I started this thing, and I am looking to expand the Walk Show family. I work with some great sponsors, and I've sponsored events through the podcast, so I do understand how valuable time and resources can be. If you have any interest or questions about working with the show, hit me up at thewalkshow@gmail.com. Again, that's thewalkshow, W-O-K, @gmail.com. I hope you're enjoying the podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Now let's get back to the show. Back, and yeah, just wanted to shout out Yuri. Yuri put me in touch with you guys, and yeah, cheers to Yuri.
Cheers
man.
to Yuri.
Cheers.
Woo. Yuri the man.
Darius Rucker
Yuri
in the building.
the man.
Yeah, he's been such a cool dude, man. Over the years, he's been really supportive of the show, and pointing me in the direction of cool bands too.
Yeah.
Oh man, he was amazing. We got this show, our first show at Royal City Studios through Jim. And Yuri was just there running sound with Jim, like helping him out, and he just fell in love with us and our sound right away. And he's been nothing but crazy supportive ever since.
And all volunteer, man. Like,
yeah, the guy's
just,
an animal.
Like, the guy is just the salt of the earth. Like,
yeah, honestly,
I mean, to give his time up like that because he loves the music so much, like that's just, you can't ask for anybody else. Right?
That being said, thank you so much for all the support, Yuri and Jim, obviously, and Dom
Jim.
from Royal Distributing.
And John from RCS too. He did our sound the one night and it was fantastic.
Yeah. And you, my man.
Hey man, and Derek, man.
I live to serve. So going back to your musical style, we were talking a little bit about songwriting. So what? It's basically you're saying it's a collaborative effort. There's not one main songwriter, but like both of you guys will write riffs and so on and so forth.
100%, man. Yep.
Yep. No, literally, he'll write some stuff with our vocalist Ryan Winters. Amazing vocalist, by the way. And then he'll bring it into the table, and then the rest of us will just chime in with our, our secret sauce, whatever you want to call it. And then it just becomes full-blown epic songs that luckily people enjoy.
Or we think they're epic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it'll be same vice versa. Like I
Ron,
write some riffs, bring them in, and play them to the guys, and tell them what my ideas for that is, and then Graham will be like, "Well, let's try this, etc., etc."
Let's try this. Yeah, like for example, right now Ron's got this banger that he wrote, and then like Jeff and Chris just fell into it so quick, and I'm just like having a little bit more of a time struggling here. But I got some really good ideas coming down the pipe too. But like I don't want to rush it either. Plus we had so much on our plate, so anyway, but yeah, it seems to be one or the other brings a song to the table, and then we all just make it the Amber Room. You know, I actually get mad sometimes because I'll bring something in and they'll do it, but it totally changes from what I originally thought it was going to be, and I'm just like, fuck, do I even want to do this anymore? But it honestly is. A few times. It's way fucking better, man. Like it is, and you got to put that ego aside and just, if you want to write with this group, then you have to have everybody's input. There's no I in band. We always say it,
Right.
Like, I'm pretty sure both of us have been in bands that have definitely just been one-sided in a sense, or, it's like my way or the highway kind of deal. And with me, and I know with him, it's not that case. You can't have just one guy. Yeah, everybody has to be on board unless you're paying me. Unless I'm getting a steady paycheck every week for being your musical bitch, you know what I mean?
Yeah. See, I agree with that wholeheartedly. And that's sort of, so one of the things I do is I'm a bit of a drummer for hire. And in that case, like, whatever you want. In fact, I like direction.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to do something creative, then I'm going to do something creative. Yeah. Like I started a solo project because I fucking couldn't stand people taking my ideas and molding them and shit, right?
Man, yeah.
I did that too, like years and years and years ago, just pounding out songs at my old studio by myself, getting vocalists to come in or like guitarists to come in. And
100%, man. Yeah, I probably got like 7 like just acoustic songs I've written and sang to, and I just keep those in my little library for GT to just listen to himself because nobody fucking likes it.
Well, yeah, but like that's the opposite of the Amber Room. Like honestly, it's all of us, all for one kind of deal, and like that's what I love about it. Probably the most, aside from the music itself.
It's a democracy, man. 100%. Yeah. Like we vote on shit, and if it's 3 out of 5, sorry guys, if the other 2 don't agree, this is what happening.
Yeah, suck it up.
Or they can have the next one or something.
Well, and it happens.
We work stuff out.
Like there's been so many times where each one of us individually have gotten let down because we got voted out, and it's never like the same 3 guys. It's always different every time. Like there's no bias there at all. It's just picking the band name, picking the set list.
Oh, the set list is, I'm at the point with the set list, I'm like, I just don't fucking care. I'm like, you guys let me know now. Like, I just don't want to start with specific songs because it'll just be a like a Debbie Downer. Like we have some softer songs and stuff, and I like starting off with you know what I mean?
The bangers,
yeah. Absolutely. I like getting people hyped and on their feet right away and then bringing them down to cry a bit and then getting them back on their feet.
You got to go hard and then you got to go soft and then you got to go really effing hard. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Got to bring it back.
Yeah.
Well, and I think like point being there has to be, well, it doesn't have to be, but I think the best bands have those peaks and valleys in their set.
Absolutely.
And even in their songs, right? Maybe some more progressive style bands, but it can't always be a flat line.
Yes,
yeah,
100%.
No, the opposite of what you want, right? Like, unless, go to spoken word if that's how you feel. Like, and that's not a burn on spoken word at all. But like, if you want that, don't come to a metal show.
I mean, yeah, even
or like a hard rock show.
Even AC/DC had "Ride On," which was like a blues jam.
I love "Ride On."
That's
That
a great
song's
song.
an amazing song, dude.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Oh man, they were like just one of my favorite bands when I was in like grade 7 and 8. I would just roll like the For Those About to Rock record constantly. I had an old record player and I inherited all my mom and dad's old albums, man, and like that's like what literally like got me into music. Like
that was
Fuck
me
yeah,
with
dude.
Kiss and Sabbath
yeah,
and Metallica.
yeah.
Well, I know like audio engineers still talk about Back in Black as like one of the best sounding albums ever recorded.
So clean, man.
Yeah,
like
100%.
honestly, it's like Alex Snape's recording. Shout out to Alex Snape.
Hey,
Like back to Buck
Fuck
Cherry
yeah.
too. You can't tell me they're not influenced by AC/DC.
Oh, God.
Because they won. Like, I mean, I didn't ask them this. I'm just totally assuming, and I might make an ass of myself. But I mean, you can hear it in their sound.
Oh, absolutely.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? I think you can anyway.
Yeah, definitely, man,
Yeah.
for sure.
well, I'll totally make an ass out of myself because I remember standing with Zach in the crowd, and so Buck Cherry's on stage, and the singer goes, "This next one's about excess," and I look at Zach, and I'm like, "They're all fucking about excess, like, every one of them."
Like, what the fuck is he talking about? How much excess beer did you have today, bud?
Yeah,
Oh no, they looked pretty dried out to me.
Yeah, no, they're
Like
definitely
singing "I love that cocaine," gagging in their own mouth. Like, I can't do that shit.
No, I'm done. Yeah, no,
Oh man.
I've heard they definitely
And
have
there's my
better
ass.
themselves over the years, which is good for them. Good for them. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
There's my making myself an ass there moment right there.
Here we are. Nobody's talking about Buck Cherry. Like we know something about him. We don't know shit about fuck, my man.
yeah, but it's still funny.
Oh yeah,
This one's about excess.
excess.
You don't say.
You don't
Fuck.
say.
In other news, water is wet. So, who are some of your main influences as artists? And we can go. We can start with you, Graham, and then.
Fuck, I'd rather not. No, I'm just. Honestly, Derek, my favorite bands like are Tool and Pink Floyd, like hands down. Another huge one for me when I was younger, and I'm actually going to see them tomorrow night. Rage Against the Machine, but. Dude, I don't know, man. This list could go on forever. Like Ron knows, man. There's not a lot you could put on that I won't like. But yeah, Tool and Floyd, dude, that's huge for me.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Ron?
Fuck.
Right? Same
No,
shit.
honestly, like with me, I don't know. When I was a kid, again, like I grew up huge fan of Kiss. Like, yeah, fuck you, Dad.
Bill Hanlon, you're a cocksucker.
Shout out to Bill. But yeah, no, like I started with Kiss. I got huge into Black Sabbath, then Metallica, Lamb of God, Jesus Christ. They were like one of the biggest influences forever.
What about Rush?
No, that's my dad's favorite band, but I do love Rush,
what I
but
asked.
that's all my old man there. But like with me, I go through phases, and the phases last for like 6 to a year. And again, like I said, I'm going through a fucking
Pantera phase
phase
right now, yeah.
big time.
Yeah.
And last year it was Alice in Chains. Like,
Nice.
I'm all over the place and
Yeah, we definitely
separate country.
We
Get
definitely
outta
had a
here.
moment. We definitely had a moment when you're going through your Alice in Chains phase again. There, he gets in my truck and I'm listening to Chains, and he's just like, "What? Do you really like these guys?" And I was like, "Dude, I fucking love these guys. I've seen Alice in Chains like 5 times. Like,
I
you know what I
wish.
mean?
Really?
Fucking
Never
wish.
never with
Lane
Lane
Staley,
Staley.
okay.
No.
That's
but,
the only Alice in
But
Chains.
dude, they so
That's a
crush,
lie.
and I don't even know the new singer's name.
Yeah,
But,
William Duvall.
is that what his name is? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. How do I forget that?
And actually, they, I think they did it right. They, that was a scenario where they did approach Lane's family and ask for their
Okay.
blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was watching.
And William Duvall was their guitar tech apparently for years and years and years.
Really?
Yeah, no,
No
that's
shit.
That's what I was just about to say. I was
Wow.
watching after Lane passed away. They had like a big tribute concert,
Okay.
and Phil Anselmo actually did Down with them, and William Dafoe or whatever. He was sorry, I had William Dafoe. He was playing guitar for them already,
way.
like as a backup, and and then I guess right after that's when the permission and all that got asked, and
Oh, okay. Either way, like that guy like he nails it. He nails it to the wall, man.
Yeah.
Like, when he can
kills
sing
it.
those notes and you get those chills like we talk about, like I get them every time I see that band or even hear that band. Like I know it's laying on albums, but
Yeah.
when you can see it live and it sounds way better than it does on the album, and that's not Lane. That's pretty fucking awesome.
It's super
you know what
impressive,
I mean?
yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think those albums are fucking great.
Yeah.
And obviously nobody's going to be Lane Staley, but
You can't.
you know, again, like the same as the Pantera conversation, I guess, where it's just like, you know, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
Let's
like
just-
it, you like it. If you
Yeah,
don't, you
get
don't.
on board
Just
or don't.
talk.
Like Ron said, you know, like Charlie Watts from the Stones passes
Yeah,
away,
dude.
and I'm like, holy shit, guys! Like 68 years together and touring,
And
and
just-
you're still gonna keep going.
Yeah.
I thought if any fucking band would shut it down, it would be the Stones once one of their original members went. But no, these guys are just like, get on the fucking bus. You know what I mean?
I feel like Kiss is trying to pull the same crap. Like, just hang up the coat, boys.
Yeah.
Like, except for the Stones sound like 10 times better live
Oh,
now
yeah,
than
they're-
Kiss does now.
Yeah,
Like,
they're incredible still.
that totally veered right off.
hey, that's why we're here, man. Are there any bands? I mean, you had mentioned country music, but are there any bands that you can't stand? It's your chance to throw shade on the Walk Show.
That's a fucking, that's a good question. Like,
The Amber Room.
yeah, that fucking band is shit.
No, oh no, like again with me, even when I said the whole country bomb, like I do like some country and stuff. I like
I love
everything
country.
generally. I'd like, but a specific band, I'm not big on fucking Billy Talent. That guy's fucking voice gets me after a while. Like a while being like 3 seconds into the track.
Man, I honestly don't know if like there is one that I seriously hate. Like, it would if there is one out there, it's probably like a R&B group or like hip hop. Like fucking Nicki Minaj, go fuck yourself. Like that shit is fucking garbage. So there you go. It is
Well, I
to
didn't
me. Like, what the fuck is that song called? WAP? Like, is that her? No,
Oh, no.
that's what's that
that's
other
Cardi B.
Yeah, well, same shit to me. Nicki Minaj actually does spit some sick tight rhymes. Yeah, Cardi B, she can go fuck herself.
I didn't know rap was a part of the what's your
Well,
worst
yeah.
band. I didn't even want to bring rap into the
Because
conversation.
like I love country personally. Like I'm a huge Tim McGraw fan. I'm a huge Keith Urban fan. Like I've seen Keith Urban live. I've seen like Jason Aldean. Like you know what, man? You talk about really good guitarists like
Yeah,
Brad
no.
Paisley, Keith Urban. Like those guys fucking wail.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's one. Like, and god damn it, country harmonies. What the fuck? Like, they sound so good. Like,
I know.
Like-
I'm always trying to get him in, and he is in. He does like give it a chance, but it's.
I listen to
gotta-
anything once,
Yeah.
and if it like, for fuck's sakes, I listen to Oliver Tree for fuck's sakes. So
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? I can't sit here and like bash anything. I said like the country thing was a joke, and like, but yeah, there's like I don't know with country. I don't like mainstream country, like country nowadays,
Yeah.
unless it's Chris Stapleton, I guess, because that guy just fucking kills it.
He's pretty awesome, man.
But
yeah.
I don't know. I don't.
Just some of this country now, it's just turning into like really poppy country.
No,
You
it's
know,
me.
like Taylor Swift's new albums. Like, no offense, Taylor Swift, and who am I to fucking talk about Taylor Swift? I'm nobody. But
Yeah.
you know, like I just think her older stuff was so damn concrete and solid, and now they're kind of grasping. You know what I mean? They're trying to just target that younger generation
Yeah.
who is into beats and into really catchy hooks. And I mean, that's what the best songs are, catchy hooks and singles, right? But these guys are almost going too far, and they're not singles anymore. They're just another monotonous, fucking catchy beat you hear on the radio,
Yeah.
and it sounds
Well,
like everything else to
mainstream.
me, anyway. And that's just my own personal opinion. So
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if we ever get a deal or anything like that, I'm not changing our sound for the life.
No,
of us. Like,
fuck
you know
no.
what I mean? Like, trust me, I'd definitely be a whore sellout, but like with stipulations.
I definitely sell whores. I mean, sorry.
Whoa.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I never really understood the sellout thing. I mean, when I was a teenager, I guess I had that sort of angsty, like, you know, mentality of just, you know, don't sell out. But I mean, dude, I would fucking love to make money playing music.
That's exactly
If
it.
someone's like,
Of course
dude,
I would.
I wrote this song and I want your guitar and your voice. Here's fucking $4 million. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Like,
Also, I need you to hold a can of Pepsi and a couple Tylenol too in
here's
the
that.
video. Yeah, I'll do it.
what is it? Wayne's World's like, I don't want to bow down to the corporate sponsors.
Yes, holding the fucking.
all I was thinking
Little,
of.
yellow, different.
Yeah,
Like,
that's all I was thinking of when I said that.
yeah, no joke. Like,
I would do it for a very modest living. I don't fucking.
Oh yeah,
exactly,
for sure.
dude. Like, people are always shitting on, like, oh, don't be a sellout. It's like, sorry, am I the guy that has like $3 million in my bank account right now
Yeah.
when you're working part time at Wendy's? Like, fuck
Literally
you.
to like lift a product or like sing a song, like that's very minimal work to make a lot
Bush
of
Light.
money. Like, you know, I'd rather do that than sweat my bag off being a contractor, man.
Plug.
Yeah, to me that's it, dude. It's just it comes down to like, dude, I could eke out like 40 grand, and if playing music, I mean that would be amazing.
Yeah,
Dude,
it'd be amazing.
Fuck
Yeah.
millions, like, dude. I just want to live, and keep the lights on, and
Oh,
and play
dude,
music.
yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Honestly, fucking, like, I love my job, but if I could be on the road and making money and sending money home, knowing I still have a home and stuff like that, but doing what I love every goddamn day.
Yeah, it's not work, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly. It's not work if you
anymore.
love it, yeah.
that's it, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean,
that's
if you're
what
in,
I want to do.
if you're in the band, if you have roadies and stuff, you're pretty much set. Like,
Oh.
I don't know if it'd be like that at first, but
No, you have to get
it's still way less work.
storm before the calm,
Maybe
bud.
not quite as much money, but you know, like it would just be the dream. It's the dream. It's obviously the
It
dream.
is. It's been a dream since
If
I've
you're
been
into
shitting
rock
in
and
diapers.
yeah.
I have a picture of me sitting in my dad's acoustic case, and that's where it started. And I don't even remember getting the picture getting taken.
Pardon me. That's
hear
well,
ya.
I used to call that a collective arts burp, but I don't drink anymore, so I guess we'll call it a Kevin
I
coffee
definitely
burp.
had a few of those this evening.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, everybody has, you know, an artist that they don't really dig, and just to kind of circle back, I mean, Billy Talent. The only thing that I don't like about Billy Talent is that you can't yell whisper. You can't. It's not allowed.
whisper, don't yes. Yeah, I know.
I mean, personally, I love like hip hop and I love country music as well, but Billy Talent, you cannot yell the word whisper.
that might be why he did it though. He's probably like, "Fuck you all! Don't tell me what I can do and what I can't."
Yeah, exactly. He's
Yeah,
like, well,
except for
I
He's
just-
like, I already thought about this.
Except
You
for he's
fucking
like-
idiots.
fuck you all. You can't do what.
Oh, good times.
When you did that, like, wow. It reminded me of like Tool, like, I forget. Anima, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Tool is definitely one of my top favorite bands, so I get that.
Are there any bands that one of you loves that the other, someone else in the band just cannot stand?
Tim McGraw.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, so Ryan, our singer, his favorite band. I don't even know if I should say this. It's super fucking embarrassing. His favorite band's U2, and we all fucking okay. Don't get me wrong. We don't hate U2, but we definitely don't go out of our way to listen to U2.
And don't try to make me write stuff that sounds like you two.
Very
Ryan.
fucking talented group of musicians, but just like Jeff, Ron, Chris, and I are like, what the fuck, bud? Out of all the bands in the world, you're fucking choosing U2? Like, and
Well,
I mean,
everybody
dude,
has
They
their-
are phenomenal. I get it, but
I just said I listen to Oliver Tree.
Yeah, they
and
are.
love it. So he can listen to you too.
but it seems I don't want to chirp Ryan anymore. Sorry.
No, Ryan, you know we love
I
you.
love you, Ryan.
Love you too.
Oh
all you
shit,
love.
he's
Well,
gonna geek.
Oh man, that was too good. I'm laughing so hard right now. Edit.
Like I am,
Cut that,
but
cut
I
that.
am like 100% on Ryan. Like he's not here to speak for himself, but
Yeah.
there's 100 bands that we listen to that he would just be like, "This is absolute fucking garbage." Like if I put on Behemoth for him,
He hates
or
metal.
like Dimmy Borgir or something, he would just be like, "Turn this fucking shit off." Like he
He doesn't
hates
even
it.
like CKY. He's like, the vocalist sounds like shit. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I think he's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I definitely like CK.
I
Actually,
love
I'm liking
CKY.
every band that you're bringing up. It's
Yeah.
kind of
love
fun.
CKY.
I just went through a CKY day yesterday, actually. Yeah,
Yeah, and
or 2 days ago. Yeah.
I was gonna say,
I was like, Rod, man.
I'm definitely gonna get the "fuck you" tattoo, like the "fuck you" CKY in the middle tattoo. Yeah, no, I need that. That's gonna be the next one.
Oh man, they're just like a staple, man. Back then, you know.
Oh man, yeah, no, for sure. When I was a kid, obsessed.
Yeah.
fully obsessed.
Yeah.
That Lamb of God. Like,
Yeah, that like greatest video hits album CKY, man. I used to just sit in my room and I might have smoked a little bit of marijuana and
You needed that weed to not be a quite bitter being.
98 quite better thing.
98 quite better joints.
There you go.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck, that was good.
Yeah, man, if you want to escape from hell, you better blaze, man.
You gotta blaze and disengage the simulator.
Can we keep going?
Yeah, no, this could go on for hours.
Oh my god. That was awesome.
Can you guys get into your guitar rigs a little for the listeners and I? I know some of us are quite nerdy about that shit.
I'm rocking a crate. Can't really remember the model at the moment, but Graham would know because I literally bought it off him.
It's shit. I can't remember.
Sorry, folks, you can't remember either, but it's the same one that Alexis on Fire used to use.
It's
cool.
It's a Voodoo 120, I believe.
Oh, Blue Voodoo?
Yeah.
Mine glows red though.
Yeah, no.
Is that a difference? I don't know.
Okay, so yours is a 120V. It's not quite the Blue Voodoo, but yeah, that's what his rig is. Yeah, 2 amp, stack 412s.
Oh, it's fucking beauty. I
Yeah.
love it. Like it has the sound that I was looking for when I was a kid and was too broke to get a goddamn stack.
And then guitars for Ron, like you can elaborate. This guy can play a fucking ukulele on stage and it would sound like Dimebag Darrell. Like, I'm serious.
I love the reference right now.
No, he's like the tone wizard, I say. Like, he is that in that retrospect. Like, I walked in the other day and he's got this 7-string Jackson and he's just going, "Wah!" You know what I mean? And I'm like, holy fuck, bud. Like, who are you? Like,
Thanks, Steinbag.
yeah.
I literally looked up a fucking, what do they call them? Dive bomb fucking tutorial. So I still can't get it down, but I can make it sound like Van Halen.
What are you rocking right now, Ron? Like, it's what guitar?
Oh, shit. It's an Ibanez, fuck me.
I forget the model too.
Yeah, no, I actually forget the model too. My other guitarist, shout out to Craig Fournier, he gave it to me because I was bitching about my other guitar and he has like fucking 82. And he's like, got this for $150. I looked it up. It's an easy $700 guitar.
Yeah.
So he just gave it to me with a hard case and fuck's sakes, now I feel like an idiot for not knowing what
But
kind
like
it is. Craig.
his other guitar is like a Strat model too, and it's like a total custom
Frankenstein.
build essentially. Yeah, you call it a Frankenstrat. But man, like Ron can just he can just wail with anything. To be honest, I'm rocking a Marshall stack, like a JCM 900,
Nice.
with the 412 cab. And then I play Paul Reed Smith CE24.
Fucking guitar's beautiful.
It's fucking awesome. It's got like
So good.
8515 pickups in it. They're stock pickups, but like they're fucking awesome pickups. And then I run all my shit through a Boss GT8 effects pedal, and that's how I get like my delays and stuff. But essentially everything else is bypassed just to use that Marshall tone, So
Yeah.
But that's essentially what I'm rocking.
This guy's a delay king, I swear to Christ.
Dude, it's the best effect there is, man.
Yeah. Oh,
that
man.
and some chorus.
It's all I use. Yeah, a little reverb, a little chorus. Like it's a high gain dual reverb, my amp. So the only shitty thing about it, and Ron and I talk about this a lot, is it only has one EQ on it. So you have to set your EQ for clean and distortion.
Yeah.
You can't. There's not two separate EQs.
the hardest
right?
fucking thing I've
So
ever dealt with.
that's the thing. But yeah, then I'm rocking the GT8 with the standard foot switch for it, and I mean. Sorry, Marshall, but your foot switches are fucking shit for your JCM 9s. I went through like 2 of those things, and I switched to Apex foot switches because they don't break.
Yeah.
These Marshall ones, they cost like double the price, and they just break. Like,
It's true. I've been
Yeah.
a witness. You just like,
yeah, and then I'm like literally like the one time I bought it, and 2 days later, I think we jammed like 3 times, and just it broke, and it wouldn't switch anymore. And I'm just like, I'm gonna just go back to L and M and fucking lose it.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
in the nicest way, Long McQuaid. He
Yes,
loves you.
yeah. I don't know if we're allowed to say that.
He loves you.
I do love them, but yeah, man.
Yeah, well, cool, man. Very cool. Now let's talk about this album. So you guys put an album out towards the end of 2021. Yeah, let's talk about it. Where did you guys track it?
So we did it with a private guy. We won't get into it too much. It's more
Okay.
so of a demo album. Yeah, like it was kind of just a rough thing so we could get like our shit out there and get our name out there.
Yeah, we're really eager just to feed the people and, you know, get our brand finally going.
So we did that. But yes, coming up here shortly, hopefully. I mean, we got a couple things in the works. We got a few things in the potion cauldron.
Big news, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we're mixing up a batch here. But yeah, we're definitely gonna be putting out a full length album here, like an actual album, not a demo. And yeah, it's gonna be fire.
Yeah.
Or we think it's going to be fire.
Well, we're going to...
And if it's not fire, then you can probably light it on fire if you don't like it.
Yeah, we're essentially going to take all the old tracks that we did, re-record them, and there was a couple tracks that we had for the demo that we put out that unfortunately
didn't make
it to the album for technical errors and stuff like that. So we're going to get those on there, and then we have a couple new tracks we're going to throw out there as like bonus tracks in a sense, like... Oh God, I'm excited.
It's going to be kind of a mix for sure. There might not even be some tracks on this that are on the demo too. It's quite possible. We'll see how it goes, but
it's something we're going to have to sit down and discuss and figure out properly.
It's in the air here still.
Yeah.
But that's the next step in our future, like just to just record a proper, solid, full-length album, and then we'll do a big album launch party and get it out there, and then we can really start playing shows again and rocking.
Yeah, and we're still writing new tracks for second album as well as having all this. Like we're packed right now. We're fucking busy, and just to serve you people out there that are wanting some news, here it is. New album in the works.
It's
on top
coming.
of the other album getting done properly. LP coming your way.
Yeah.
Very cool. Awesome. Are you going to produce any physical copies, like CDs, vinyl, tape, anything like that, or is it just going to be digital?
Fuck, if I have it my way, we're going to have all that.
Same if I have it my way as well, yeah.
Yeah, no,
we can't elaborate too much right now on our situation.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
There's a couple other parties involved, so we're just going to kind of keep it at that for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
to
cool.
be announced, people.
Well, yeah, out there in listener land, keep your ear to the ground. Sounds like there's some exciting stuff on the horizon, man. So every episode, I ask the listeners a question, and I like to get my guests' take as well. So today's question is, what are you doing to beat the summer heat, if anything?
Fucking beer and air conditioning, people.
I will just second that, actually.
Nice.
Ice cold pints on each one of my nips, and
No, even in the jam hall.
Shit, did I say that? Oh, sorry.
Even in the jam hall, we like to keep it cool in there too. Like, as you know, that place can get pretty horrendous.
Yeah, our AC actually just effed up the other day at the jam hall. I went to unplug it, and somehow the cord was stuck, and I unplugged it, and not the ground prong, but one of the actual power prongs came out. So that is definitely getting fixed this week.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Because, oh my God, dude. When you get those tubes heated up there, and then you got 5 guys in a tiny room, and your drummer's got a kit the size of Neil Peart's in the corner. 4 fans isn't enough, man. It's a 10 by 10
just blows
room.
around the nasty
And
body heat.
You're on the second story, too, and it's just...
Well, you know all about it, except for your room's huge, and probably that heat probably expands out a lot better.
Yeah, do you guys have AC in there, too?
No. I mean, I have a pretty heavy-duty fan going.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. But I've been in like pretty much every room in that friggin' building. I've been there since like 2000, 2001 or something like that.
It's hot, man. Like,
yeah, it gets mighty hot. But at the same time, I mean, that's any gig. And that's pretty much anywhere, right? Like I've just grown accustomed to just being in ball soup if I'm gonna play my drums.
Oh man, with me it's all like up like top heavy for me with the heat. Like I always just from my face down, and I like every show I play I bring like 3 shirts.
Yeah.
3 shirts and tons of cold pints.
the beers don't help with the sweat either.
No, God,
just
no,
throw
they
that
don't.
out there, you know.
God, no, they don't. But I also, drink water and stuff. Gatorade. Like every show I always have a Gatorade on top of my goddamn amp.
Yeah, that's so true, man. Yeah.
Don't want to pass out from dehydration.
No.
Some electrolytes in you, man.
Gotta get those
100%.
electrolytes in you.
They're key.
Fuck yeah. How can people check out what you're doing online?
We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Music. We're on SoundCloud, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
We're on all the major media platforms.
Yeah, YouTube. You can look us up, Instagram, Facebook, the Amber Room 1.
Yeah.
And you can find us, and you're going to be just like, holy shit, where were these guys my whole life? This is amazing.
I love it, dude. Shameless self-promotion. Always welcome on this podcast.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
My ego isn't that big, I swear to God.
But mine is.
Oh, there you go. Fuck yeah.
Oh,
It
not
takes
really.
two of us.
Give me a break. I'm short and fat, and I just play a mean guitar and clean windows for a living, people.
There you go. The last thing I do on the show is plug 2 tunes. The first one is the Amber Room with, and what did you guys want to play? Or is it to be determined?
I think we're gonna go with our best sounding song on the demo called "Never Saw You Dying." I apologize to Chris right away, our drummer,
And Jeff, maybe. But
and Jeff, maybe, yeah. Yeah, no, this is the first song that we actually wrote together. The first day we actually jammed together as a collective, and somehow pulled it off within 3 hours, and it's been stuck since, and a lot of people love it.
yeah, you're literally getting the first song the Amber Room ever put together.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I know probably our fans are going to be cheesed because they want to hear Firefly or whatever, but that brings me back to the whole re-recording everything, and trust me, you're going to want to hear that one a lot more. So for now, you get Never Saw You Dying.
Well, hey, you heard it here, kids. So yeah, the Amber Room with Never Saw You Dying, followed by today's double feature preacher artist CJ Cooper with Red Flags. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time.
Anytime, man.
Thanks a lot, Derek.
Fuck yeah. And to the listeners, thank you so much for your time. Catch you next time.
You said that I'm still stuck in the fog. You said that I'm still running.
start. Months go by, still I try. Like a kite we flew so high up in the sky. I'm shaking, I'm burning. We jumped in this furnace, now I see. Oh baby, these were the red flags telling me I loved you. Please prove to me that you still want me to. When it rains, it pours, I'm falling on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, how many more red flags? You lit a fire in my soul, threw fear against the wall. No regrets. We jumped into the sun.